Hello, Facebook Live. Hello, hello. This is Carla Sampson coming to you live here on a beautiful Monday. So this is what my wild and wonderful hair looks like right after I get done walking my dog Dylan outside. But now, my friends, I am making a sacred commitment to myself to try to not touch my hair for the remainder of this Facebook Live, as I don't want to be distracting. Hey, Kelly! Beautiful, beautiful woman! Hello, beautiful. Welcome. So, there are a few things that I have noticed in my Facebook Lives that may or may not be distracting. One is that sometimes I touch my hair. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Another thing that I see myself and other people doing is using my hands a lot. And this is something that I love to do. Like, I feel like I cast certain spells of love out into the universe when I use my hands to create with. But I don't want them to be distracting. And so, hey Scott, hello my love. And so I'm going to use my hands, but I'm going to use them on the down low so that they're not distracting and up here in my face. So my friends, today I am speaking about your life, your love, and your business as your art. Lifestyle design. This is something that turns me on, gets me all types of passionate and excited, because your life as your art means that you are living life in this way of receptive connectivity. Kelly says, I love that you are always improving. Yay. I know, I'm always like, must do better in a beautiful way that I'm not trying that hard. But yes, thank you, Kelly. Yes, so when we're living our life as art, when we are including, it's an inclusion process. And so here's the deal, guys. When we live our life as art, we are seeing life as connected. So this is how I live my life. I see the entirety of my life as being connected. My business is directly related, the success of my business is directly related to my relationship and how I am flowing in my relationship. The success of my business is directly related to how I involve all of my gifts and all of my love. The success of my business is me coming into alignment with sharing completely. And so whether it is, and the success of my business, hey Spencer, the success of my business also has to do with my health and my wellness and how I take care of myself on the regular. How I'm taking care of both of my masculine side and my feminine side. And so I see the success of my business being an inside job. It's no longer an outside job for me. The success of my business no longer has to do with how hard I work. It has to do more with showing up directly in relationship with what I love so deeply and not being void of that love, not being void of anything that feels like it is not a part of me. And so here's what I mean, guys. Creating your life, your business, and your relationship as art is that you building your signature soul brand. So that's what I do, is I help women and men create a signature soul brand based on the feminine principles of life. And so what I love is to include all of my passions when creating and helping others to create their signature soul brand. So for example, one of my great passions and one of my great gifts is music. I don't necessarily create music, but I love to blend and merge sounds together. I love to create dance parties. I have been a DJ for quite some time. Hey Matthew, hello my beautiful friend. And so I have been a DJ. I love to create sounds. I have led numerous amounts of ecstatic dances. And so when I started to transition into this role of mentorship and coaching, I see that ecstatic dance and playlist creation and DJing doesn't have to be void. Like that part I don't have to put that aside to allow myself to be the best mentor and the best coach that I possibly can be. And so in your life, you may see that you're very multi-talented, right? You are a multi-talented being. You have so many different talents. And so when we decide to take on one new profession or career or job or whatever you want to call it, your vocation, when you decide to become a solo entrepreneur to become an original creator, you don't have to put aside all of your other passions. In fact, your life will be so much more rich, so much more meaningful, and so much more harmonious if you bring all of those passions into that one central vocation. And that is what I call your signature soul brand. So your signature soul brand, really, it is you. It is the essence of you. It is the being that is you showing up as your next level genius, as your next high level genius. This is your signature soul brand. And you get to create your art. You get to bring your art into creating your signature soul brand as a coach, as a mentor, and as a high-level entrepreneur. And so you might be asking yourself, well, how does she bring DJing and music creation and music into her coaching business? And here goes, guys. When I create signature programs, so I have a number of signature soul programs. I have Heart Official Intelligence. That's the one that I'm doing currently with a group of women. I have Sensual Success Strategy. So Sensual Success Strategy is another one, and then I have Allure Mastermind. So those are my 3 signature programs right now. And so you might ask yourself, well, how does she bring DJing into her signature soul program? Every single program that I launch, almost everyone, I create these most beautiful, heart-beaming playlists that, depending on the intention that we're walking through within the signature program, the playlist embodies that intention. And so the women and men and whoever is in those programs then gets access to these playlists that have also my voice that I have put over songs to bring them on a beautiful journey into the intention that we're creating. And so Scott says, I know you might be shy about it, but I love the music that you have produced. Thanks, Scott. Yes, I do produce music as well. And so I bring my art into my signature soul brands or my signature soul programs. And what I have found is that people love that. Like the women that are taking Heart Official Intelligence, I've gotten such amazing feedback because they just get to plug in with the intention, which is music. I mean, music is vibration, right? Just like everything is energy and everything is vibration. And so thus, these beautiful women that are taking my courses, they get to plug in with the vibration of the energy within the container that I am holding. And so that's one way that I bring my art into my coaching programs and into my coaching business. Now, another way is dance. I love to dance. I love to create. And so thus, I'm always bringing this into my experiences. I bring this into my cacao ceremonies. I bring this into my coaching programs, is to teach people how to authentically move in their bodies. Because unless we are able to authentically move in our bodies, we're going to have a much harder time authentically moving through our speech, through our words, through being able to create through Facebook Lives, being able to create through intentional speech, communication. And so when we start to see that everything is connected, right? Our bodies, our emotions, our feelings, our spirit, our mind, every part of it is utterly connected. And then all of the categories of your life as well. So your love, your relationships, your health and wellness, your work, your play, what you do for fun, all of it. Hey, Patrick, good to see you, my friend. So all of it is connected. There's not a single part, not a single piece of the container that is not an absolute contributor to how you show up as your signature soul brand. So if you're having an incredibly challenging time within your relationship of really coming into beautiful, what I call resonant communication, then it's going to be more challenging to show up as your signature soul brand and as a coach. Because if you're coaching, the opportunity is to step into your highest self. And so yes, we can live simultaneously in both worlds, where we can be doing our healing work and be holding space for others. But when we begin to design it as a connected tapestry, right? When we begin to design our business as a connected tapestry, where we are connecting all of the pieces as if it was a work of art. Hey Dylan, good to see you. So when we start to connect all of the pieces, and what is the intention? What is the intent behind connecting all of the pieces? So what I have noticed is in the old paradigm, what I call the old paradigm, is that we have our family life over here. And then disconnected from our family, we go to our work. So we go to our 9-to-5 jobs. Disconnected from our 9-to-5 jobs are our friends and our play and our talents and our gifts and what we like to do for fun. Disconnected from that is like our home life with all of the busyness of home life and so we have these different what I call compartments. These different compartments that we often separate and we don't see them as connected. But until we begin to actually connect all of the pieces and all of the parts, we're going to find a harder time, potentially, of feeling at home within ourselves. Because if you can see yourself as the grand space holder, if you can see yourself as the grand container creator, so you're creating the container of your life. And what do you want to fill that container with? For me personally, I wish to create that container with love. I wish to fill the container with love. I wish to fill the container with a job that I absolutely adore and that I wake up in the morning feeling 111% beyond excited to participate in and to be the creator of. I want to fill this vessel, this container with my art, my dance, my creativity, my playfulness. I want to bring in sound and I want to bring dance and I want to bring in all of the things that I love to do. I want to fill that container with passion and an ignition of my passions. I want to fill, what do I want to fill my container with? I want to fill my container with a loving relationship. And so what you can begin to do is you can start to look at your life and see, where is it? Where is it that I actually divide the different compartments of my life? So what are the different categories of your life that you separate? So work life is over here, play life is over here, friend life is over here, all of the things. We're dividing and separating the different categories of our lives. And so just looking into your life, what are the different categories of your life? Just define that at first. Just be the observer of where you compartmentalize and categorize your life. And then from that space, once we see it, so first and foremost, we have to be able to see where we are compartmentalizing and categorizing our lives separate from one another. And then from that space, that is the moment that we can begin to say, well, where then, now that I know the categories, now I can begin to work. Now I can begin to do the inner work towards filling my cup in all of those different intentions that I just spoke. And all those different intentions, now I can fill my cup and fill the container in each of those separate containers. So then what am I going to do? I'm going to work on finding love in my relationships. I'm going to work on finding love within my job and my coaching program. Hey Brian, I'm going to work on finding love within my home life. I'm going to work on finding love within my family. I'm going to work on finding love in all of the different containers. And that means we have to start and begin by working on ourselves in all of those different places and platforms. And sometimes it can be nice to compartmentalize them and actually just work on one at a time, because really we only have the capacity to master one beautiful thing at a time. And it's not that we can't master many, many things in this lifetime, but to really focus our attention on one is going to compound the energy into transformation just in that one place, and accelerated transformation can ultimately occur. And so what we want to do then is, after we have compartmentalized and seen where can I do the inner work within all of these places, identifying what is the intention, what is it that you actually want, what is it that you actually want to create within your life, and how do you start to put all of those pieces into one, let's call it like those Lincoln logs. Like you guys know, like, or Legos. Let's call it Legos, actually. So let's see, like, the Legos are like these building blocks, right? Each of these little Legos that build on top of each other, those are different compartmentalized pieces of our lives. And so little by little, as we begin to stack all of the pieces on top of each other, they create the portal, or they create the foundation for our ultimate signature soul brand. And then we get to show up. So then after we have made the intention of what is it that I really want my life to look at? What is it that I really want my life to look like? Then we can begin the process just very slowly to begin to merge the pieces together. Because ultimately, it is my intention to have all of the different pieces, whether it be my love life, my relationships, my business, my coaching business, my studio, I want it all to come together under one umbrella or one roof. And that is the intention. So now I see that my coaching business and what I do for my job it's part of my art. Because I get to show up and create and play through it. I show up so excited to be a part of it because it's not void of all of the love, all of the pieces of love within my life. And so where in your life can you find that you can start to merge the pieces together? You are the co-creator of your reality with the universe, with the energy that flows through you. And so if you are the co-creator of that reality, then where is it in your life that you are not showing up to be the co-creator within? Is it your relationship? Is it your business? Your 9-to-5 job? Where is it that you are not showing up 100% to be the creator and the co-creator of that specific place within your life? This, my friends, this is called lifestyle design. Is when we can start to be so intentional about all of the building blocks. If we can become so intentional about what it is that you actually want, can you ask, truly and honestly, can you ask for what it is that you want? Beautiful, Patrick. Yes, yes, yes. Vibrating love. Aho, unity. Yes. And so where can we show up more, with more intention? Because that is art, right? What is art? It is a form of feeling, of experiencing a feeling within you. And from that feeling, creating an intent, or having an intention to create from that feeling. And so within yourself, what is the feeling that you want to cultivate within your life? And then from knowing that feeling that you want to cultivate, so for me, it's a feeling of connection, a feeling of love, and a feeling of playfulness. And all three of those, I can now merge into my business, because those are why I wake up in the morning. That is why I do what I do. And that, my friends, that is art. For me, moving towards creating from these emotions. And being very aware of these emotions, that is what is called emotional intelligence. And we go so deep into all of this within my course, Heart Official Intelligence, which I'm now deep within and feeling the love of being able to create that kind of art. And so where within your life can you find those moments of intention, of witnessing what is the actual experience, what is the feeling that I want to cultivate through my business? And then that is what we bring to our clients. That is what we bring to the human beings that have signed up to work with us. Is we bring that intention, that feeling, that love, or whatever it is that is your deepest intention. And so, my friends, that's where I will leave you here tonight. I actually have to get going. I have a beautiful gathering at my beautiful Sacred Embodiment Studio this evening. So I've got to run. I love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys are watching this later, do a hashtag replay. Let me know who's watching. Let me know where you're watching from, what's up and what's alive within you. And guys, this is day 17 which is 17 is my luckiest, most sacred, most embodied number. I love each and every one of you. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your night.